Hello everyone. Welcome to the AZ-104 certification course by Microsoft Azure. I am a Microsoft certified trainer and will help you to achieve this certification with ease. First, in this series of preparation, we are going to cover each of the topics discussed in the Azure Administrator course, and also we are going to discuss the most frequently asked questions in the examination. So before we begin with the session, we must have an idea on what is this examination about. So to get an idea on the same, we will be exploring what is AZ-104 examination about. So first, we'll type AZ-104. So we are redirected to Azure documentation, where this is a one-stop hub which has all the information related to Azure Administrator course. Now you can see this is an intermediate course. So what about the foundation course? The foundation course is known as AZ-900, which is Azure Fundamentals. It is recommended that before starting the journey with AZ-104, we cover AZ-900. But that is an optional recommendation. Why? Because here in this course, we are going to cover everything from the scratch. So if you first achieve AZ-900 and then go for 104, the services will be quite familiar to you when you cover the course of 104. But even if you don't have a certification of AZ-900, you can directly go for AZ-104 examination. There is a renewal frequency of 12 months. So after 12 months, so once the sixth month is completed after the certification, in your mail ID, you will get a mail to renew the certification. There is a small examination which is of 45 minutes, and you can answer the questions. That's not a proctored exam. When we talk about proctored exam, AZ-104 is a proctored exam because when you give this examination, your cameras will be on and you will be monitored during the examination when you are giving. But unlike when you go for renew, you are not being monitored. So you have ample of time to answer the questions. So there are frequent updates that happen on AZ-104 and it was last updated on 26/10/2023. So first we need to understand which all topics will be asked during the examination. These are the skills measured that we are going to cover about Azure identity and governance, implement and manage storage, deploy and manage Azure compute resources, implement and manage virtual networking, and monitor and maintain Azure resources. So this is the whole syllabus that will be asked. If you want to understand about the pattern in which the questions will be asked, we'll be going through most frequently asked questions towards the end. We will also see how we can take the examination, how we can practice for the examination, and how you can prepare for the examination. There is a study guide related to AZ-104, and we are going to see that going ahead. So here we have lot of experience demo. You can access your knowledge by some practice assessments, and also some preparation videos are given here. Here we have the AZ-104 study guide, which is a detailed study guide on what things to cover from the examination perspective. And we are going to strictly follow this AZ-104 study guide to complete the whole of this certification. So here you can see, as per the updates, the recent update, we have identity and governance, which is of 20 to 25% weightage in the examination. And these are the topics that we are going to cover even during the sessions, like users and groups, licenses, external users, self-service password reset. And then we are going to see the access part and the subscription part. Coming to the storage, which is of 15 to 20 percentage weightage in the exam, we have to cover mostly about Azure storage account and how to configure and various properties related to Azure. Then we have compute resources. So we have 20 to 25 percentage weightage in the examination of virtual machines, app services, and containerization in a bit. We have virtual networking with 15 to 20 percentage weightage, and here you can see that we will be covering virtual networks, subnets, and Azure DNS. Then the last part is monitoring, which has 10 to 15 percentage weightage, and we are going to cover a service known as Azure Monitor and Recovery Service Vault for the backup purposes in this. So this is this detailed study guide. You prepare from anywhere. When you are preparing for AZ-104, please keep in mind the syllabus which is there. So here we are discussing the updated syllabus in the whole series that we are going to cover. Also, when I am going to deliver the sessions to you, I will be taking the most important topics from these self-learning platforms. So here you can see you can even cover topics related to Microsoft Entra, which is identity part. You just have to go through the topics, and when you go to the next step, here are all the related stuff of Microsoft Entra, the additions, the implementation of SSPR, and towards the end you will see that we have a knowledge check. What is this knowledge check? The moment you will answer some of the questions and you are logged in, you will get some XP points. So these knowledge checks are 200 XP points that you get from Microsoft. So similar to this, you can cover different topics related to identity, then related to AZ-104. So we'll go to the main page, and where you will find, so we can get redirected to the main page. We'll open it again as AZ-104. And this is your one-stop location where you can find the study guide as well as the self-learning platform. So all the topics are mentioned here. If I click on see more, all the topics like virtual network, storage, load balancers, blob storage, app services, Azure Monitor, Network Watcher, every topic which is a part of your syllabus is covered here from Microsoft. And it also has additional links of Microsoft documentation which can give you more enhanced idea about each of the topic. And we are also going to take the help of Microsoft Docs during the sessions. Now we can also see that there are a lot of certification. You can find those certification based on your roles in the certification poster. We have exam replays, and if you need some support, so there is Microsoft Support Center which can give you help related to the certifications. If you want to have access to the Microsoft training and certification and your credentials, you can log in from here. So this is all about AZ-104. We'll get some insight on AZ-104. What is this certification about? So this is AZ-104, and this is associate level certification. Now, when you want to go further in this journey, you can go ahead with expert level certifications like AZ 305 or specialty certifications like AZ 700 or 500, right? So there is a journey which you cover from associate to expert, and if you want to work in a specific module, we also have specialty courses. Okay. So when we discussed about AZ-900, AZ-900 is a fundamental platform. Now, one thing that you need to understand is whenever you go for any expert level certification, you need to first clear an associate. But for clearing associate certification, there are no such prerequisites of having a certification. So this sums up to the idea on how to prepare for the examination. You can have a look here. So if you want to create a free account on Azure, you can click on create your free account today, and it will give you 200 US dollars credit for 55 plus services which are always free for the 12 months duration. But generally these $200 can be consumed easily within a 1 month duration, where you have full access to the services which are mentioned. Which all services are there? You can see the services mentioned under the free tier, which is you can use virtual machines up to 750 hours. We have Linux virtual machines up to 750 hours of a particular variant. Then we have the SQL DB, the blob storage, the Cosmos app services. So these are the some of the services which you can use. Also, you have the capability that you can upgrade your subscription with pay as you go, and how much you use or consume, you can pay using your credit card or debit card. There are various ways in which we can procure the subscription. So what is the subscription? It is a payment boundary and also permission boundary. So you can have different types of subscription per user license fee or cloud based resource consumptions. So you can have free trial, student versions. So we can see by going into the home page. This is the portal.azure.com where you can create a free account. I have an account created and I will go to the subscription. And here you can see we have one Azure Pass associated. If I want to add more subscription, I have the eligibility that I can use other subscriptions in my account as well. So we have pay as you go, Azure for students, free trial subscriptions. If we go for other offers, we have Azure Pass, Visual Studio Enterprise subscription, professional subscription, right? We have Azure sponsorship. Lot of subscriptions are there which we can add according to the eligibility that we have. So whenever you work on Azure, we will be redirected to portal.azure.com. This is a one-stop location where you can do the hands-on on the services. All the services are mentioned here. We have all service section. If you click on the all service section, all the services in different categories are mentioned here, like 22 ML and AI services, 23 analytical services, 36 compute services, 10 container services, DB services, etc. If you tap on all resources will reflect the services which are running in your environment. If you star mark any of the services, it will come in the portal menu. And you can also create a resources by clicking on create a resource, and you will get all the resources access from my marketplace. You can search for the specific service like we did for subscription, and you can programmatically manage a service not just by GUI but by sending bash or PowerShell scripts command. So if you click here, you are asked to create a Cloud Shell. A storage account will be added, and you can choose either for bash or PowerShell depending on the type of the VM that you have. We have the notification tab which will give you an idea about the services which are spinned up. The moment that they are spinned up, you can click on go to the resource from here. We have the settings tab which will give you an idea about different settings like appearance, languages which you want to reset for your account, and the subscription as well. This is an identification of your account that you have. We'll talk about how to create an account later on. And this is the place where you can get redirected to the home page. So this is an introductory session on the portal usage. As we go ahead with each of the topics, we are going to also see associated labs on portal.azure.com. So get started with your journey by creating a free account. The moment you create an account, you have to click on create new, and you have to give a email ID here. You can use your Outlook account for the same and click on next. You have to fill some basic information, and towards the end they will ask a credit card or debit card information from you. So they will deduct less than $1. For India participants, they deduct less than a rupee, around 1 rupees, and your account is started. So make sure you have $200 with you, so you consume within the $200 limit. So whenever you spin up a service, you delete the service right away. So thank you everyone. Like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel and keep learning. So we'll go ahead with this journey of AZ-104 and make sure each one of you clears this certification. Thank you everyone.